All right, everyone, and welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. My name is Adonis. I'm going to be your host for today's event. And as usual, I'm joined by three very special guest judges who will be overseeing this entire event today. So let me go ahead, let me introduce them one at a time. First up on the judge lineup, he is a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. Polo, how you doing, man?
Bless, man. Thank you for having me, man.
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, Polo. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. Now, we always ask a question for our judges. My question for you today, Polo, how important is it for an independent artist to get on a known playlist, such as Spotify, Apple? And on top of that, what is the best way for them to actually get on those playlists?
So it's two-part question.
Two-part question, yeah.
The first question is, how important is it?
Yeah, how important is it for a new artist to get on a known playlist, a playlist that's being listened to by new ears?
I mean, it's important because it becomes more of a discoverable moment. Obviously, those playlists is where the more popular playlists is where people are streaming, continuously streaming. So there's more opportunities for you to be discovered. So it's important. I mean, how important it is, I mean, I can't say it's extremely important because, again, I don't want people to kill themselves to get on the playlist, but the best way to get visibility and notoriety is to be on those playlists. So, it is highly important to try to get on one. And how do you get on one? That was the second question?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's different ways. I mean, there's people that are curators, there's DJs. I think once... I always think it starts with a DJ. DJs breaking stuff, but nowadays there's PRs that get you on to playlists. There's curators like DJs that they come up with that have their own actual playlists on these spots like Spotify and Apple. So just to even start small is important. So I would just reach out to DJs and look. It's easy for you to Google playlists, and then there's curators that come up. There's DJs names that come up, and just reaching out to those guys and sending them your music, and if they like it, they're gonna put it on. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, so it's about just reaching out and doing your research and networking. So, it's important to get on it, and then how you get on it is doing your research, where contacting PRs or like I said, curators like DJs. You know what I'm saying, that they do playlists, and so.
Awesome. Definitely.
Hopefully that's what you needed.
Yeah, definitely well said. Polo, such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. Up next on the judge lineup, he is the Vice President of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. Welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase, SHAWN. How you doing, man?
Good, how about you?
Awesome. It's always a pleasure to have you, SHAWN. Thank you so much for joining us today. My question for you today, currently, is there a specific sound that is standing out to you as an A&R right now?
Not necessarily. I just feel like overall, since we've been in this pandemic, like people want to hear real stuff. So we just going back to real subject matters. It's less about the club. Just more reality raps, more reality based R&B singing.
Definitely well said. SHAWN BARRON, such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. And last but certainly not least, he is a Grammy Award-winning producer. He's worked with artists such as Jay-Z, Redman, Destiny's Child, Missy Elliott. The list goes on. ROCKWILDER, welcome back to another Coast to Coast Live online showcase. How you doing, man?
Happy New Year to everybody, man. Let's party. Let's enjoy this 21. Let's get it good. Let's, get healthy. Let's be right.
Definitely. Happy New Year to you too, ROCKWILDER. Such a pleasure to have you, man. My question for you today, you've had a long career. You've worked with a lot of artists. You've watched them grow. In your opinion, what is the key for an artist to have a long career, stay relevant?
Man, originality, substance, focus, determination, knowing exactly how to recreate the wheel when they need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, but still keep their sense of individuality. Keep the whole idea of what you are. Tell a lot of these artists right now, we're in a saturated market right now with a saturated sound, and it's kind of like the most common saturated. It's kind of like the most common sound that I've heard in the whole history of music. Like, I think all music decades, when they transcended, you know, you had the New Jack Swing, you had this popular music, we had all these type of things, but like, this is the kind of like probably the most how do you say it, the most consistent sound that I've heard in the whole history of music. You know, we have and everybody's basing their style on this one certain sound, and this is the first time I've ever kind of seen this like that. The only time I've actually witnessed it before was like the Miami bass sound. Like, you know, the Miami bass sound, when everybody, you know, you had this Planet Rock type thing where everybody, you know it was Miami because Planet Rock, and everything was used by the 808. Now the 808 kit has now been overmixed now, and it's been mixed and it's been pushed past the red, and it's parallel compressed now, and it's now a tighter thing. It's kind of called the trap drums, you know what I'm saying? And this is the most consistent sound I've heard in the whole history of music, where, you know, this sound is like the quality, the tempo. You listen to the radio. If you really listen to the radio, you know that drum machine pattern could actually be for the whole day. You know what I'm saying? But with that, you have an influx of, and have a melting pot of all these artists, and everybody's obeying just this type of melody rap. It's called melody rap, which makes it even harder, because so you won't have the Busta Rhymes, you won't have the Redmans, the Method Mans, the Jay-Z's, you won't have too much of the trendsetters, the DMX's. But in that sound, you will have stars. You have the Roddy Ricch, you have the you have YG, you have, you know, some people that still stick to the code, because YG is really not a melody rapper, but you have your rappers over it, but then you also have the melody dudes over it. So in this time where you have so much, you have to really stand out, man. So it takes a lot of it takes a lot of history of knowing what brought you here, like the music that brought you here and the artists that brought them here, then knowing how to maintain what you know from what you studied, and didn't know how to maintain that flow. And then who knows where the sound is going to go next? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But you got to be ready to attack it. You got to be ready to know. Like Lil Wayne transcended. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Drake transcended. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you got to be one of those. So I would say follow the guidelines of those people and get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely well said. Rockwilder, such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's online event. That's our star lineup of judges. We have a great lineup of artists today as well. About 11 artists, each submitted a song or a video, which we'll watch live alongside all three of the judges. And today, the judges are deciding whether or not to give each artist a pass or a no pass. Now, if an artist gets at least 2 passes, that means they're heading straight to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round, where they'll move on and compete for $50,000 in prizes. So let's kick this thing off with the first artist on the lineup. Up first, we have KC. KC, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other 3 of the judges. All right, so KC, we got you now. Can you hear us? Hey, Casey, you're actually muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Can you hear me now?
We got you, Casey.
Okay.
How's it going? Where are you from?
I am from Jacksonville, Florida, Duval.
Representing Jacksonville, Florida. It's a pleasure to have you. I love the blue hair.
Thank
Give us
you.
your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out.
On Instagram, follow me. I'm Pretty Brown Kayla C. And on Facebook, it's my government, which is Kayla Cummings. But my artist name is KC.
Awesome. Now tell us a little bit about this song you submitted today. It's called Down For You. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
Well, I'm a hopeless romantic, so I like to write things in reference to love, and I have a lot of friends in the story, especially through my experience, just to never give up on love. You know what I'm saying? It's always going to be that person out there that you're going to be down for, ready to ride through any circumstance. So this is strictly what this song is about.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Down For You with Casey. Let me go ahead and load up her song. We'll be right back.
check, I was your Bonnie, and you were my Clyde. So, I just gotta let you know, babe, I will always be down for you. I remember the walks in the park, the late nights in between the dark. You loving me, and I'm trying to get back there, baby. You used to make me feel so secure. Holding me in your arms makes my heart scream more. I'm missing it. Tell me what happened, baby. What is what it seems like when I'm not with you. Kiss to my heart is what I'm trying to give to you. To make me feel so good inside. And then you that will provide. So where you at, boy? 'Cause I'm in this for life. I'm down for you. Despite the circumstance of what I've been through, I'm gonna be down for you. Even when the chips are down and by the wall, I am singing this song for you. 'Cause without you, I would have no complicated situations, boy, we're known to overcome. In the night you are my moon, and in the day you are my sun. I know my partner's made you man, but just be the marvel of my life. Love's our universe forever. 'Cause what is what it seems like when I'm not with you. Kiss to my heart is what I'm trying to give to you. To make me feel so good inside. And then you that will provide. So where you at, boy? 'Cause I'm in this for life. I'm down for you. Despite the circumstance of what I've been through, I'm gonna be down for you. And I'll be down for you. When you feel alone, I am singing this, and I'll be here for you. 'Cause without you, I know that you may feel faded far away. Telling us a chance. You see that things will change. Boy, I am down for you. Despite the circumstance of what I've been through, hey, baby, please believe me. I promise you won't deceive me. I am singing this song. 'Cause without my melody would have no clue. Despite the circumstance of what I've been through, I'm down for you, baby.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our first artist on the lineup today. That was Casey with her song. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off with the first judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Casey and her song that she submitted?
I liked it. I liked the break beat. I thought the songwriting could have been a little bit better, but I'm not going to hold that against you too much. Just maybe get with somebody else who could help you bring out some of the lyrics. I felt like your melodies was good, and I'm gonna give you a pass.
All right, thank you for that. SHAWN Barron giving you your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up next. What were your thoughts of Casey and her song that she submitted?
The vibe was good. She had a good vibe. Tone was good. Like Sean said, I think to me overall, just the songwriting could have been better. And you know the song could have been better. But I think there's potential there, so I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, thank you for that. Polo hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. What were your thoughts of Casey and her song that she submitted?
Casey, that song really hit a sweet spot. That song was really, I like that song, man. I really, you know, for the potential, you just starting out and, you know, testing your craft, man. Listen, I really think that you really hit a sweet spot. You know, like Sean and Polo said, the song definitely could have, you know, could have been, you know, better written, but you know, I'm a DJ, so you know when it came on, and you know, even and I was saying to myself when the beat came on and everything, I was like, wow, this track is uniform, really kind of great uniform to it. So, you know, but you know, all those things, you know, there's going to be good songs. There's going to be songs that aren't so good. You know, songs that could have been better. You know, we even judge that with people that are out. You know what I'm saying? People that are out. So you know, but it definitely had that breakbeat, and the way you wrote over that breakbeat is really good, man. I like it. I love the song, man. I'm not gonna lie, I love the song. I could listen to it again. You know what I'm saying? I give it a pass.
All right, thank you for that. ROCKWILDER hooking you up with your third pass from the judges. You only need two, so you are the first artist today, KC, heading to the next round. That's the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats, KC. We'll see you live in the next round. Thanks again for joining us. That was KC, everybody. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have TLA. TLA, now we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to play. It's called A Time to Kill. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
You know, people get it mistaken. Just because you have the title that we family, that don't make you family. I create my own family. That's shit not for me. Yeah. You can be my fam and still be a nobody. Yeah. Just because we fam don't make your ass somebody. Yeah. If we really fam, say fam, catch a body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body. Yeah. Real nigga shit, all glory be to my heavenly Father. Thank you for the hard times and making me go harder. Yeah, life is bitch, life is hard, my morning wood is harder. Bitch niggas slave, real niggas shit, real niggas slaughter. TLA, who I be, my name is my name. Not the first, but the last, that's on everything. And if you ain't not familiar, then it's fuck you, man. Blood make you family, but they don't make you family. You can be my fam and still be a nobody. Yeah. Just because we fam don't make your ass somebody. Yeah. If we really fam, say fam, catch a body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body. I walk it like I talk it like I walk it. Say what I mean, and I mean what I say. Bitch, I'm TLA today, tomorrow, yesterday. I live this life every day. I make my share of mistakes. Every lesson I learn, I had to learn the hard way. I do the best that I can, and I hope you understand. I'm not the first, but the last man. Their blood make you family, but they don't make you family. Tally, man. You can be my fam and still be a nobody. Yeah. Just because we fam don't make your ass somebody. Yeah. If we really fam, say fam, catch a body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body. Yeah. Cause it's time to body.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was TLA with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go right over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What were your thoughts of TLA and his song that he submitted?
I thought it was okay. Not sure, the concept that he was coming with, and if I felt like overall the writing and structure had to be a little bit better. But like the hook really wasn't. It didn't stand out to me, and And then all of a sudden the song just cut off after like a minute and 53 seconds. I thought it was just my phone, so I went back and played it. So it sounded like, it sounded like a guy who's getting started. I'm not mad at it, but I just don't think it's enough right now to pass it for this competition. So there's a no pass for me.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, for you, TLA, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, you're up next. What were your thoughts of TLA and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I felt like I needed more of a structure to idea of a feel to it. You know what I'm saying? It was just there. It needed more. It just needed a lot more. And couldn't pass it because I couldn't grab it. I was trying hard. I was trying hard to grab it. And like I said before, I'm not really a judge on that type of sound, so I go by feel a lot. It's a lot of feel to me. Man, mix is not really a concern to me. You know what I'm saying? All the different textures and things that have to be detailed is not a concern to me, but the feel, gotta have the feel, and I just couldn't feel it, so I couldn't give it a pass.
All right, thank you for that, ROCKWILDER. No pass from our second judge on the lineup. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What were your thoughts of TLA and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with the guys. Structure-wise, needed a lot of work. Low-wise, needed a lot of work. Needed a new beat. That beat sounds dated, and then the mix was just terrible on top of everything, so it's a no pass.
All right, thank you for that, SHAWN BARRON. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges here, TLA. No pass, unfortunately. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was TLA, everybody. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have La Familia Black Rose. Black Rose. Now, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. It's called Guess Who Clean. Let me load this up, and we'll be right back.
Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? EA in the sport, shit, I knew it was in my game. EA in the team, well, I knew they bored down the chain with a bad dame on my wrist. At a risk, when I shoot my gift, ticket sales you could've missed in arenas. No subpoenas, loving this conglomerates. On rows autonomous, I need a bottom dollar, not a bottom bitch, while late on lays. My soul in the gray shift, digging the digit ditch, ruling out inches, handing out interest for the world to mention this. Christian, a present for Richie Rich, I want this old ghetto back, can you remember this? Now they wanna catch me, now they wanna stretch me, now they wanna get me. I'm pulling in the 6-speed, dashing in the traffic, call me Great Gatsby. Wanna leave my body icicle where the gas be. Now they wanna tax me, calling it an axe fee. Bagging Lizzie Lohan, bye-bye to the taxi. Now they wanna catch me, now they wanna stretch me, now they wanna get me. A&E, first 48, wipe a nigga plate, believe what lies behind the gate. Lions in the bait, hello came around the base. Got my moxie up, foxes for the bait, they heighten, cause my Nike up. Even though I'm low, still chill in my cup. 5 barrels pointed at NY's, Annie up, keep my boy on ice. To win the Stanley Cup, Bubba and I just dashing, just to whip it up. Engine just run for us, Paperboy bust for us, tours, come towards. Can you afford the plane just to show for us? Keep your 2 lips, cause the rose is up. Now they wanna catch me, now they wanna stretch me, now they wanna get me. I'm pulling in the 6-speed, dashing in the traffic, call me Great Gatsby. Wanna leave my body icicle where the gas be. Now they wanna tax me, calling it an axe fee. Bagging Lizzie Lohan, bye-bye to the taxi. Now they wanna catch me, now they wanna stretch me, now they wanna get me.
This ain't no menage. The only time the she cut is when I done dislodged the rapping off of this king touch. I stayed put long enough for you to put your foot off of the gas pedal. I amputated the thoughts that you kept away. You too comfortable, and now I'm at you. Speeding on the E-way, no speedometer. Figured I bug your brain and watch the forecast. See Claudia, flip the latch. Thought you clipped the rose, I blended crimson black. Slit the mattress, now you out the gas in 2 kilometers. I let your mother be my mama so I could father ya. Rip rounds for breadcrumbs so they could follow us. 4-digit code 0023. Christian got the 38 beat. Peel back your brakes, I can hear the roller squeak. Feel them hounds and they say la vie on my feet. He said chill bitch, talk so I can eat. Go whip the took the barrel off, where's my seat? Lined them up, cheeks is turning green, squeeze the lime is up. Turn the chief, said what's the play? He said his time is up.
All right, everyone, so that was Black Rose with their song that they submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought. We'll start things off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Black Rose and their song that they submitted?
Black Rose song, I like the lyrics. The song just needed more of a uniform. It didn't really push me too much. It was just a beat with lyrics over it. You know what I'm saying? It needed more structure, needed more of a song than, you know what I'm saying, to compete with what's going on now. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of a lot more. So I couldn't give it a pass. I really couldn't give it a pass.
All right, thank you for that, ROCKWILDER. No pass from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN Barron. What were your thoughts of Black Rose and their song that they submitted?
I feel like the girl had potential. The first guy, he needed a lot of work, and also just the structure of the song, what they were talking about, it just wasn't cohesive for me, so I'm gonna give it a no pass, but there is potential with the female.
Awesome. Thank you for that, SHAWN Barron. No pass from our second judge on the lineup. With that, we'll go over to our last judge. He's the director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Black Rose and their song that they submitted?
That was cool. It felt more like a freestyle than a song because I don't think there was a hook, and if there was, it really didn't like stand out. And then I think the female honestly did. Being a freestyle, I think she did a great job. Well, but it wasn't enough to pass them, you know. So just gotta make sure, man, with our records, man, make sure that hook stand out, that format, you know what I'm saying? Like, people gotta stick to it. I don't know. It just felt like a freestyle. It didn't feel like a song. So.
And real quick, Polo, before you go, what is the structure, like the basic structure of a song? Because I know all three of you mentioned this was missing structure. It really was incohesive, you know, with the structure of a song. So what is the structure that artists really should follow these days?
I mean, the old structure was 16 bars. Either a chorus, 16, chorus, 16. Nowadays it's 12s. There's, you know, but there's always a chorus. You know what I mean? Either a chorus starts it, a chorus is in the middle, and a chorus ends it somehow, some way. So structure meaning just, you know, having a format. I think these guys are just rapping about 24. Like this freestyle, this particular song, I think the guy spit about 32 bars. You know what I mean? And then she came on. And then she did about 20. You know what I mean? So it's having structure and having something that still stands out in the song itself besides just, you know, your voice or, you know, the swag. You know, you want to make something that people can recite. That's what the hook is. That's the reciting part. That's the anthem part, right? You know, where people have to, you know, remember because that's how they remember the song.
Definitely well said. Polo, thank you so much for that. Unfortunately today, Black Rose, it's a no pass, unfortunately, from the judges. But check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was La Familia Black Rose. All right, guys, up next on the lineup, we have ZB. Now, ZB, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so ZB, I'm going to go ahead and try to connect you here. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you from?
Hi, how you doing? I'm from Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware.
Representing Delaware. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today for our online event. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
Okay. Instagram is ZB_302, Mr. ZB. Facebook is just my name, Isaiah Richardson. It's just pretty simple.
Okay, cool. And now tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today. This is your video. It's called Lottery. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, cool. The song is basically about, well, at the time, I was going through a lot. Like, I was going through a divorce, a love thing going on. So I was going downhill, and I felt like love wasn't for me at the time. So I had to pick me up her by just drinking and partying. So I was just like, cool. I'm not messing with love no more. I got better chances of winning the lottery. So that's just my basic concept of my song. Just no more love. Just gonna take my chances.
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is ZB with his video Lottery. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Lottery. You just hit the lottery. You just hit the lottery. You just hit the lottery.
Let's fuck up a bag and do it again, call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery. Let's fuck up a bag and do it again, call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery. If I give you my love, baby, you just hit the lottery. Escape your past and poverty, we're dripping, waiting to see. Depends on what you say to me. I'm a broken record piece. Piece me up like puzzle piece. All alone, lost at sea. Want the dome, want the neck. Nothing more, nothing less. Running up another check. ZB always been the best. Ooh, this is my story. Gave you all of me. Why did you leave? Drinking often, just one more. Flexing hard, let's flex some more. Gave her dick, she wants some more. Baby girl, I want you more. Kick my heart across the floor. Girl, you I adore. Keep loving you more. Breaking me more. Don't want it no more. Let's fuck with a bag and do it again. Call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery. Let's fuck up a bag and do it again, call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery. Running it up and I fuck up a bag, feeling from feelings I already had. But damn, them feelings I wanted so bad. The way I was treated, it made me so mad. Now I'm just drip out the rag. Sharing my drip that you wish that you had. Bitches, they on my dick, fucking it up and I fuck from the rip. Had to take a new approach, remember them days when I was broke. Rolling backwards on the post, life felt better when I smoke. Visualizing doing shows on a mission on the road. Gave her a taste, she wants some more. Guess she gotta wait for more. I'm just doing you a favor, love me now, I love you later. Fuck a groupie, fuck a hater. Rock all black, I'm just like Vader. Catch me coolin', boys hype you up. Who you think you foolin'? Running it up, call that shit robbery. Gave you my all, gave you all of me. Shorty never tapped out, don't need no referee. Can't fuck with you if you not LOE. If I give you my love, call it lottery. Let's fuck up a bag and do it again, call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery. Let's fuck up a bag and do it again, call that shit robbery. I'm loving the way she move her body when she ride on me. Let's keep this shit real, let's keep it a stack, don't you lie to me. Not fucking with love, got better chances winning the lottery.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was ZB with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of ZB and his video that he submitted?
Man, you explained it so good. Like that's a hit like concept. Like I got a better chance of hitting the lottery than finding love, but I just felt like you ain't like deliver it how it was supposed to. But just because it was like a great like idea, I'm gonna give you a pass. But like I just want the songwriting to be better. It was just like a real down the middle type song to me. So like just bring something else to it. But it's a pass for me. I give him a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean Barron giving you your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of ZB and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, I agree with Sean. I think the song had energy. You know, the production was a good production. The concept was dope. But again, I feel like songwriting, if it was a little tighter, if he delivered it a little better too, it would have gone a longer way. But definitely a pass because from today, you know, he's the one. He came with structure. You know what I'm saying? It has structure. It has good points, good melody. I probably shortened the song up a little bit. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have stretched it out that long, but to me, it wasn't that bad. You know what I mean? So it's bad.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Polo giving you your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go over to our last judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, what were your thoughts of ZB and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, the hit quality of his idea was just like 100%. I feel like everything's a field. You hit the melody. The melody rap was good, but there's still a musicianship in melody rap where you kind of got to obey the rules. Even if you want to do something different, when you flip the words a little different, it still has to be a little bit more detailed and structured. But your point was so ill and the music was good. You know what I'm saying? And the whole idea of the song, you nailed that. So I would want you to just sharpen up on your melody and sharpen up on your delivery and lyrics. But you're definitely gonna pass from me for being very intelligent about the idea and the structure of the song. I give you a pass.
Awesome. Thank you for that. ROCKWILDER hooking you up with your third pass from the judges. Big congrats, ZB. You're the next artist today headed to the next round. That's the Coast to Coast Live World Championship round where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats to you once again, ZB. We'll see you live in the next round. All right, next up on the lineup, we have K. Rick. K. Rick, let me bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we have K. Rick. As I try to connect to here, can you hear us? And we'll try this one more time. K. Rick, can you hear us? Now, you did submit your song called... Oh, we got you now. K. Rick, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? Where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Representing Chicago. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today for our online event. Give us your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out.
My Instagram is freesmoke_Rick, Rick RIC, and my Facebook page is Sack Runner Rick, but it's spaced out, and the Rick is RIC.
All right.
I'm on all platforms. I'm on Spotify, YouTube, my mixtape, Spanrilla.
And what is your YouTube? You said you have a YouTube page as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you tell us a little bit about your video that you submitted today called Woke Up? What is this all about? We're about to watch.
I woke up is basically like what's going on around me, like the violence, the shooting. You know, I'm from Inglewood part of Chicago. You know, it's real rough over there. So you feel me? The song was basically about waking up and not giving a fuck no more. Like basically. Like, you wake up, you don't give a fuck, you want to drill, you want to rob, you want to steal a car, you want to do anything. It's basically like waking up and not giving a fuck no more. So I basically took everything that was going on around me and put it in a song.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead and let's take a listen. This is K-Rick with his video Woke Up. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
bag, bitch.
I woke up like fuck it. When your bitch sucking my dick, she gon' suck it. Pop out with Glock today, I'ma tuck it. I just saw her, but that goofy got lucky. I bitch just tell me, said she wanna fuck me. I went to her friend, cause she looking dusty. This bitch is too hot. I damn near got musty. Get shot the 4-5, that bitch looking rusty. I'm still coming, so don't even rush me. Cypher, I was playing, she beat with the odds. Even if I'm a slide, y'all gon' need the cops. I don't wanna hold, so bring me the box. I got the gas, so stop and come shop. When I pop out, the hoes on my dick wanna take some pits, then give me a flick. Can't slice to the slot if you ain't doing no dick. Little bitch named me, she thought she was slick, but bro on ass left her brains in the past. I'm coming in first while y'all coming in last. RP Granny, I'm still gon' miss you. I slide on the I bet the 41 miss you. Your mama need tissue, I'm ending the issue. This is a 4-5, but it's blowing out miss you. The shells too hot, they burn through the gristle. Me and the gang, we used to be broke. We laughing the tea, but the past on the show. Damn, I was broke. I ain't your broke, the fuck is the fault? Been writing this shit, but I rap it in notes. She was saying my name, so call me a quote. Yeah, he got money, that boy getting poked. Hell can't be flying, that bitch really float. Her pussy so wet, should've been on the boat. On board, I'm the go. It's raining bullets, this fire can't suck. If I gotta stop, my money is stopped. Then ops can't drop, so damn, I can't stop. I'm in the coach of the end of the block. Stop on the face, leave his face on my socks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was K. Rick with his music video that he submitted for us today. Let's go to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of K. Rick and his song with his video that he submitted?
I don't even know where to start. I mean, I like his energy, you know what I mean? Obviously, he's the youth. I'm not mad at that. But I just felt like he was just rapping. I didn't know if it was a song. He was saying a whole bunch of stuff. And I was trying to follow it, but it wasn't really leading me anywhere. It didn't really have direction. And then again, there was no chorus that stood out. So I don't think it's enough for me to pass it. I think the kid has a good energy. He's coming, good. I couldn't explain. I don't know. It's no pass for me for now, bro. That's all I can say.
All right, thank you for that. Polo, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go to the next judge. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. You're up next. What did you think of K. Rick and his song with his video that he submitted?
No, it's crazy. Even though it had no hook, and even though it could have been longer, I don't know. I was sitting there moving to it. You know what I'm saying? I know if it came on like in the Shy and like, it's one of those songs that came on. Like I know that move right there. I know that move. It's just he got his own style too. Like he got his own style, his own type of lingo to it. I don't know, man. I'm gonna give it a pass, man. I like it pulled me. Like I watched it twice. It was short, so I just stopped again. But I started watching it again. It's still a lot of stuff he could have been improved on. You know what I'm saying? Putting a hook to the song and but you got songs now that come on, come off. You got songs that they're just the weird things. And that's that song. I just feel like he just got on there and just said what he had to say and got off. And out there in Shy, them type of songs ride out. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure them type of songs ride out. So I'm gonna give him a pass. Just when you just have a more structured song in the contest, but you definitely got me moving over here. So I'm gonna give it a pass.
That's what's up. Thank you for that. ROCKWILDER, definitely feeling your song, giving you your first pass. So for the first time today, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass, which means it's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN Barron, it's all up to you. We need a tiebreaker. What do you think of K. Rick and his song that he submitted?
Lil Bro was hard. He was flowing on there. His beat was hard. Like some songs you could have no hook, and it could be one of them ones. And I feel like that got potential to be one of them ones. But he's talented, so it's a pass. I like him.
All right, there you have it. SHAWN Barron with the save, giving you your second pass from the judges. Big congrats to you, K. Rick. You're the next artist today. Headed to the next round, the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again. We'll see you live in the next round, K. Rick. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have Diversity Moda. Diversity Moda, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so Diversity, can you hear us? What's up, Diversity? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man? Where are you from?
Hey, how's it going? I'm from California.
Representing California. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
My main Instagram is at Monta555. Monta.555 and diversity_555. And my YouTube is Diversity Monta. And my SoundCloud is just Monta.
Okay, dope. Now tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today. What is this all about? What are we about to watch?
I wrote this at 15. It's basically my pain put into words, but I wrote it in a way which anyone can relate to it.
Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Diversity Mota with his song. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm posted up when I'm smoking up, feeling geeked up with my feet up. Feeling stuck and I'm out of luck, cause these people never truly give a fuck. And even geeked up, I gotta re-up, cause this pain we feel and never leaves us. And you see the shit deceives us. All my life I needed Jesus.
Does he see us in our state? All the shit that done changed. Is it too late for a good fate? Cause this life be feeling fucking strange. Mind up in a maze, I be feeling dazed just to kill this pain. Fuck, I feel insane. Ain't no one else to blame but my fucking name. Fuck, I feel insane. Think I fucked my brain. All the shit that changed. All these people strange. Yet the pain remain the same. Just like Kurt Cobain, you wouldn't know my name. Some things never fucking change. See for yourself. History tends to repeat by itself. All of my life I just needed some help. Remember my cries from the deepest of hell. It's all well, it's nothing new. I'm simply just telling you this fucking pain I don't wanna blame, but you sparked the flame and that is the truth. It's all well, it's nothing new. I'm simply just telling you this fucking pain I don't wanna blame, but you sparked the flame and that is the truth. Life's a fucking struggle, lately I see double, I'm always getting into trouble. I gotta fucking hustle, gonna need more muscle to make it out the fucking rubble. They lying to my face, where I feel this pain, it's not you I blame, people never change. These people fucking strange, claim they know my pain, yet they don't know my name. Thoughts of suicide sleep inside my mind, I wanna fucking die, that's why I get so high. Sometimes I really try, cannot fucking lie, I'm strong and then I'm weak. Havoc's what I wreak, heaven's what I seek, truth is what I speak, you can't fuck with me. If you fuck with the team, you cannot fuck with me. Please depart from me. I'm MOTA, what can I say? The pain fucked me up and I smoked it away. These people fucked up and they left anyway. I don't give a fuck, I just wish to be saved. They wasn't around when I was in the rain. Now they come up when I'm up switching lanes. Bitch, you fucked up, I can't fuck with a lame. Why you stuck up, you switched up on my name. You switched up on my name. Bitch, it's MOTA.
When I'm smoking up, feeling geeked up with my feet up. Feeling stuck and I'm out of luck, cause these people never truly give a fuck. And even geeked up, I gotta re-up, cause this pain we feel and never leaves us. And you see the shit deceives us. All my
change. Nah, you ain't blame, people never change. These people fucking strange, claim they know my pain, yet they don't know my name. Thoughts of suicide sleep inside my mind, I wanna fucking die, that's why I get so high. Sometimes I really try, can I fucking lie, wanna fucking die young.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Diversity Moda with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, we'll start off with you. What do you think of Diversity Moda and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, that was real dark, real moody. You know what I'm saying? Definitely know that style too. That's dark stuff. You know what I'm saying? Underground music. You know what I'm saying? I like what he did. I give it a pass.
Alrighty, there you have it. From ROCKWILDER, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge on the lineup. He's the Vice President of A&R at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. What were your thoughts of Diversity Moda and his song that he submitted?
It's like some like lo-fi, like that type of vibe, and I feel like he did a good job for what it was, so I'm gonna give him a pass.
Alrighty, thank you for that. SHAWN BARRON hooking you up with your second pass from the judges. And with that, we'll go to our last judge on the lineup. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what were your thoughts of Diversity Moda and his song that he submitted?
It was cool. I mean, for what he was trying to get across, I think he got his point across. Just wish the chorus was a little bit better, but fast.
Alrighty, there you have it. Thank you for that, Polo. Well, you heard it from all three of the judges. Diversity, big congrats to you. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, Diversity Moda. We'll see you in the next round for the World Championship. All right, guys, next up on the lineup, we have XD Big Black. XD Big Black, we do have you in the chat room. Let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so XD, can you hear us? What's going on, man? You're muted. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, man? Where are you from?
What's up? What's up? I'm out here in Florida. I was out in Texas, but I just moved back to Florida, my birthplace.
Awesome. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us today for the online showcase. What is your social media so everyone could go ahead and go check you out?
You can check me out anywhere at XD Big Black, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, anything you listen to music on, I'm there.
All right, that's what's up. Now tell us a little bit about your song you submitted today. It's called What Is the Issue? What is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
What is the issue? Well, it's a little freestyle that I wrote. Not a little too much, just a little bit of me hustling and whatever. A little bit of just what I be going through. Just decided to put it out in some songs now.
All right, cool. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is XD Big Black with his song, What Is the Issue? Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
I'm not finna keep arguing with these niggas and bitches, man. What the fuck is y'all's issue? What is the issue? If that bitch sneeze, I won't pass her a tissue. If you act tough, we gon' shoot up your rental. I got a good sight, so these bullets won't miss you. I draw a place like I'm using a stencil. If he play, we gon' fill him with lead like a pencil. No time for the bullshit, it's only essentials. I'm running these bands up with me and my niggas. I'm not finna argue with bitches, I'm chasing a bag, and none of you niggas can stop me. I know that you niggas is watching and plotting, but I keep a stick, it's gon' stop all them options. This week got me coughing, I'm ballin' exhausted, and all of these bitches you like are just toxic. XD, I'ma pop it, it blow like a rocket. Test me, I'ma send your ass up like a comic. You niggas is comics, but not really funny, only joke that I heard you gon' take something from me. Put dick in her tummy, she say that it's yummy. Through all of these hundreds, a nigga be thumbing. I never lose track, no, it ain't none of that. If a nigga try to run, he get shot in the back, and he won't make it back. Lot of money I stack, exotic my pack, smelling out of the sack. Everywhere I go, I'm smelling like gas. If a nigga try to run up, he get put in the past. On the way to first place, I can't be last. Don't you play that mixtape, that shit is trash. I hate cash chat, but I like cash. Girl, don't you come over here with them games. I ain't got time to be fucking on lames. You catching feelings, I'm trying to catch planes. Shut the fuck up and get out of the way. I'ma accomplish it. Making bands is my biggest accomplishment. I'm finna come up, so nigga acknowledge me. Playing with the money like Monopoly. Two hoes with me, Malcolm in the middle. I'ma play that little hoe like a fiddle. When he step, he better have God with him. Cause I step on shit like I am Godzilla. I don't sleep with a bitch cause I sleep with a pistol. If you try something dumb, then I'm popping your pimples. I like spinning racks, I'm a shopping little nigga. If he wants some clout, then I'm popping a nigga. I don't like these hoes, but they liking Big Black cause they know nothing better than a chocolate little nigga. I might just melt cause I'm too hot of a nigga. Too hot, just call me the thermometer nigga. Too hot nigga like over 100 degrees, nigga. You know, chocolate melt when it get too hot, nigga. Y'all niggas better stay in school, learn some shit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was XD Big Black with his song that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, we'll start off with you. What were your thoughts of XD Big Black and his song that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. Another record, you know, she was spitting. But it's still, I don't think it was enough for me to pass it on this competition. It has potential. I mean, you know, I feel like the delivery could have been a little bit tighter on it. You know, but it's not enough right now to pass it, so there's a no passion.
All right, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R at Motown Capitol Records. SHAWN BARRON, what were your thoughts of XD Big Black and his song that he submitted?
I thought it was cool. I just structure wise, just flow wise, I would definitely want to hear things tighter, but it wasn't the worst thing that I heard, so I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. SHAWN BARRON giving you your first pass today from the judges. So once again, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass from our judges. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. It's all up to you. What'd you think of XD Big Black and his song?
Oh man, it started off really good, but it just kept it just stayed like this, you know. It caught me at the beginning, and then it just stayed there. I wish I could have did a little more. But it was kind of basic. But I don't want to, I don't want to be a bad dude right now. You know, I'm just going, just be a good guy and give him a pass. But I don't want to be the downer on this one. But you got to give me more, man. You got to give me more. Like, you know, saying like, I know, like this. I know, like I know songs that play like that. And usually when I hear songs on the radio and they go like that, I'm kind of like, that was cool. But you gotta make sure you put a little structure more to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think the pass is on Sean's behalf, man, because but I need more. Make sure you give me more. All right.
Hey, Rock, real quick before you go, what was it missing? Was it the energy level? Was it the diversity of the lyrics?
It's like I said. You remember what I said before? There's so many songs. So you got to make sure you stand out. Artists today. You don't want to be here today, gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be here today, and then you do a few streams on Spotify, and next thing you know, you're dead in the wind. Somebody comes along and just takes the title, whether they look like you, whether they imitate you, whether they do anything. They could just take the whole idea of what you are away from you. Like I said before, the consistency of most artists is You know, nobody's taking nothing from Busta. Nobody's taking nothing from Lil Wayne. Nobody's taking nothing from none of those artists. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure that you know, sometimes obeying the rule is good, but then sometimes you gotta recreate, you gotta reinvent, because, you know, Polo's right. It didn't move me. It didn't move me, but then I did hear something in it which would have me lean on Sean. So it's like I feel Polo and I feel Sean. And the only reason why I'm kind of giving him a pass is because I just want to be a good guy today. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just give me more next time when you do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, just because next time I'm not going to do that.
That's what's up. Rockwilder with the save, giving you your second pass from the judges, which means you're the next artist today, XD Big Black, to head to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again, XD Big Black. We'll see you in the next round. All right, next up on the lineup, we have Real Music. Real Music. Now, we don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead, load this up, and we'll be right back.
I need you. You're better than that.
A young individual. Spit on instrumentals for them. Just to get it, bro, how you knowin' that I speak? Yeah, the rap music didn't even come from me. Why I made a name up, cause I can't record. Music can now I'm skating on a skateboard. I hella cold like I never freeze. It is too hot just to ever be on these. I gotta pray when I'm laying down. You fall asleep when you lay around. Rat-a-tat-tat-tat, laying on his back, but he wasn't a rat. A snitch, Luke, and why?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Real Music with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Real Music and his video that he submitted?
That did nothing for me, so I'm gonna give it a pass. I mean, no pass.
All right, Sean Barron, no pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, Rockwilder. What were your thoughts of Real Music and his video that he submitted?
It shocked us so bad that Sean almost passed it without knowing he was going to pass it. That's how bad it was. we didn't even know which one to pick. That's how, like, I don't even know what just happened. It started, I was just like, it gave me 3 seconds of, oh, okay, this dude is on, and all of a sudden, I don't know if the phone rang or his mom called him. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. It's just, what happens when a person gets on stage that does that? Does the lights go out? Does does a fire truck come by? And, like, I don't know what happened. Like, you know, it's just somebody pulled the fire stick. I don't know. Somebody pulled the fire button. I don't know what happened. You know, false alarm. I guess I thought it was an ad. Was it an ad? Did he send us an ad or something? Was it a commercial for something? No pass. No pass and no class.
All right, there you have it from Rockwilder. No pass, unfortunately, from our first 2 judges. Let's go over to the last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, what'd you think?
I mean, there's not much to say. He rapped for like 20 seconds. Yeah, no pass. I mean, the intro was longer than his verse. It's just so much. Obviously, he's starting, so he just has more to go. A lot more to go. I mean, a lot more to go. But, you know. Yeah, I thought it was. I clicked on the link twice to make sure that I was watching the right video.
No Polo, artist, man. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Nah, he probably just wanted. He just wanted a shot. You know what I mean? That was probably his first shot at it. So I don't want to destroy him, but it just let him know that.
If you take a picture by a mountain and you got, you know what I'm saying? Of course you thought about something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like it's by a mountain.
For sure. I just don't even know what he was rapping about. So yeah, no pads, man. Definitely no pads.
All right, there you have it from Polo and all three of the judges. No pass today, Real Music, unfortunately. Check your email, though. You're going to get some written feedback from all three of the judges. Thanks again for joining us for our event today. And next up on the lineup, we have Mac Rowe. Mac Rowe, let me go ahead and bring you on into the main room with me and the other three of the judges. All right, so we got Mac Rowe. Can you hear us? What's up, Mac Rowe? Can you hear us? Hey, you're muted, man. Go ahead and unmute yourself so we can hear you real quick.
Okay, can you hear me now?
We got you now, brother. How's it going? Where you from?
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. It's a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. What is your social media so everyone can go ahead and go check you out?
My social media is Instagram, MacRowe, XO. And then my Facebook is MacRowe, just MACRO.
All right, dope. Now tell us a little bit about your song that you submitted today. It's called My Crazy Story. What is this all about? What are we about to listen to?
Hey, it's just, my life, man. Trials and tribulations, the situation I went through, and was blessed, to come out of. So, I just a glimpse of my life, by telling a little story.
All right, dope. So let's go ahead. Let's take a listen. This is Mac Rowe with his song, My Crazy Story. Let me go ahead and load this up. We'll be right back.
Mac, motherfucking rope. Sent them people in my house, somebody running their mouth. I'ma figure this shit out and body bag me up. Fuck the call, twerking, tear it up. I'm just gonna make bail. I got bands, plus about a brick, buried in some pants. Pay my bill, get back to the money for taking the chance. With these white folks, I already know what they got planned. Plus they hiding this fuck nigga, he somewhere pissing his pants. I'ma find that fuck nigga and blow his brains through his head. Meanwhile, I'm at the Yo's, just dropping shit out of spite. Meanwhile, I gotta go, cause trapping's really my life. Meanwhile, I got your hoe, that hoe she spending the night. Niggas know I'm gon' blow on a hoe nigga on sight. See ya, I get right at his top, call that ready rock. Cause I cook a eye like I'm really cooking ready rock. Matter of fact, who the fuck is that? Creeping in the back, getting this money. You can never ever become too relaxed. Cut my clock, tiptoe to the back. You must think I lack. Ask myself, am I paranoid? I just smoke some threats, hell no. Hear another sound, so I hit the ground. Run up to the front, grab the K with the extra round. Now I'm calm, plus I popped the X earlier today. Got the K, just in case they come a couple different ways. Where my shooter fuck, I'ma be my own shooter today. Freddy Krueger fuck, about to play Freddy Krueger today. Mac.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Mac Rowe with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He is a director of A&R over at Rock Nation. Polo, let's start off with you. What do you think of Mac Rowe and his video that he submitted?
I'm on the fence on this one. Reason why I'm on the fence is because I'm not sure if it was the original beat or it's the same concept as Keith Vaughn's Crazy Story. So, obviously he didn't come with an original record. I think it was more of a freestyle. But I'm not mad at the freestyle. You know what I mean? Like, he took some of the flow that Vaughn had on that record, but still added, I guess, his little taste to it. Do a passive freestyle. I'm hoping he comes with a record. I'm gonna pass him. Again, this competition to me for that 50,000, you gotta be original. You gotta come with something original. I'm not mad at being influenced by a record, but to me, I feel like he just freestyle. I'm not sure if that's the original beat, but to me, it was the same concept, same storyline, even the same type of flow that Vaughn did on his crazy record and on his crazy story. But the guy did add a little bit of his taste to it, and I wasn't mad at that. So I was on the fence, but I'm gonna give it a pass, hoping that he has original music, for the next round.
All right, there you have it from Polo, hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, what do you think of Mac Rowe and his song that he submitted?
I thought it was just okay. I'm gonna leave this one in Rock's hands, so I'm gonna give it a no pass.
All right, no pass, unfortunately, from our second judge on the lineup, which means, once again, it's all up to our last judge on the lineup. He's a Grammy award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. It's all up to you. Once again, we need a tiebreaker. What do you think of Mac Rowe and his song that he submitted?
This is why we do the star maps. You know what I'm saying? Sean is definitely going to get his Sean map. He's going to get his star map. Definitely. We're going to give out his star. You're going to give out his star map. As soon as it's over. Nah, but you know what's ill about it? I didn't know it was a King Von song. I really didn't know. So I was judging Homeboy on his flow. And Homeboy had a good flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he definitely had a good flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had me through the joint. So, I just found out it was a Vaughn song. I just found out Vaughn had crazy stories. R.I.P. to Vaughn. But Homeboy got up in there and just, just gave me lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lyric head. You know what I'm saying? I come from Red and all of them. So I like the way he flowed on it. I'm going to give him a pass.
All right, there you have it. ROCKWILDER with the save, giving you your second pass from the judges. Big congratulations to you, Mac Rowe. You're the next artist today, headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Big congrats once again. We'll see you live in the next round. And next up on the lineup, we have Sneaky Trey. Now, Sneaky Trey, doesn't look like we have you in the chat room, but we do have your song ready to go. Let me go ahead and load up his song, and we'll be right back.
Up tonight, bro. You trying to turn up tonight? Yeah, I heard Pop's got a bottle of Don Julio, that 1942. You heard of that? Your dad? Yeah. Where he got that bitch at? Bro, it's in the back of his shop, bro. I don't know if he gonna let us take it today or not. Yeah, bro. I mean, we already got ENG, bro. This Don Julio. Fuck my dad. It's Don Julio. Fuck. Come on, let's get lit. You know that? So we gotta go get that bottle for dad. Yep. We gotta go get a couple bitches. I'm gonna go turn that bitch up on me. Look, I really want to let us get the bottle. Five! What up, Five? Alright, I still gotta ask you a question. Oh, you said no? We can't get the Julio check, bro. We got bitches, bro. We got hey, Pop, can I do some hands real quick? Like, all of them. All of them? All of them. All of them. The whole pack. Don't even
Why do they start with me? What they can't handle, what they can't handle. I ain't even try. Flash the lid on my candle. It's bothers from Randall. Hope you can meet me. I'm up on my high horse. I treat people equally. Pull on my long sleeve. Got ripped in the scuffle. All that nigga bleed. Why do they start with me? I want no problem with you. We're the unfathomable force. We was the power too. Underlying hate and beef. I fight and keep it too. Handy manny. Black red Benz, I cool. Chopper, ooh, yeah. Chimney chonga, you know it's low-key ugly, bruh. Balenciagas, bulky big bitch, ooh. Stomper, bring Tonka Tonka. I need guala, not your words. Don't drink, shit face turd. I don't know, was a blur. Pussy play, it go purr. She want roses and a purse. I want fuck through a skirt. I got drink, I got herb. Rumors start. What you heard about a real nigga? Black, red Benz, I cool. Got 4Gs on the rims, cost a band a coupe. Gremlin on the emblem in front the no roof coupe. Talking to my jeweler, if y'all don't speak, you got duped. Why do they start with me? I want no problem with you. We're the infallible force. We was the power too. Underlying hate and beef. I fight and keep it too. Henny many. Black red Benz are cool.
Yeah. Samurai jack. I fight demons like I cool. I just pulled up in a demon like, who the fuck are you? Hundreds on me blessed. I ain't talking about I too. I ain't gotta try to fit in. I get paid for looking cool. I ain't go to school, still got carrots in my jewels. I ain't never been a fool like my bitches, I'm in tools. I like my stack full of blues. I like my bitches real rude. I had to tutor the coupe. This a rape, I put stars in the roof. Just so they know I'm the truth. Came and set fire to the booth. I exit my lead with your boo. They say steak bitches fresh caribou. Cost a K for my motherfucking shoes. Bloody stepping in these Christian loops. Armani, my denim upgraded the tools. Don't reach, you gon' be on the news. Yeah, black, red Benz. I got demons like I cool. I got bitches on me heavy. I could fuck them by the tools. Honey's on me wavy. Yeah, you know I stay with blues. You ain't talking about that cash, then I cannot fuck with you. Yeah.
Why they start with me? I want no problem with you. We're the infallible force. We was the power too. Underlying hate and beef. I fight and keep it too. Henny many. Black red Benz are cool.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Sneaky Trey with his song and his video that he submitted for us today. Let's go over to our judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer. ROCKWILDER, we'll start off with you. What'd you think of Sneaky Trey and his song that he submitted?
All I'm going to do is I'm going to tell SHAWN and POLO, I think they just found their next group. I don't know if you're going to Rock Nation. I don't know if you're going where SHAWN is at. But if I had a label, I would sign them dudes right away. I give them a pass. That's like the best joint I heard through all the drink. Like, I don't know. SHAWN POLO, I'd sign them dudes if I had a label. I'd give them a pass.
All right, ROCKWILDER hooking you up with your first pass from the judges. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a director of A&R at Rock Nation. POLO, what did you think of Sneaky Trey and his song that he submitted?
Nope. You got it. Hold on.
Oh, we got you. Yeah, there you go.
Gotcha. I wasn't mad at it. I really like the chorus. I felt like the melody in the chorus really stood out. But then I felt like when his verse came on, I felt like he got lazy with it. I'm being honest. The intro was definitely too long. That little acting part in the beginning, I felt like that was just too long. And then, like I said, the hook to me is that chorus hook stood out. But then when the verses came, it wasn't crazy to me. And then that second guy as a feature wasn't, to me, didn't do all that. It's a no pass for me. I know Rock Wilder's gonna kill me, but it's a no pass for me.
No pass.
I mean, this for me. That's for me.
It's all good. All right, so no pass from POLO, our second judge on the lineup. Rock, I think you're speaking, but you're muted. I can't.
Okay. Well, Russell Simmons turned down Madonna, so hey, you know, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know it all. I mean, I just, to me, it just didn't hit right now. Maybe later on it hit, you know what I mean? But it didn't hit me right now like that.
So once again, we do have a tie, 1 pass and 1 no pass from our judges. It's all up to our last judge on the lineup. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records, SHAWN BARRON. It's all up to you. We need a tiebreaker on this one. What did you think of Sneaky Trey and his song that he submitted?
I thought the song was good. I liked it a lot, actually. I do agree with Polo that the verses became whatever, but I did like the chorus and I like the bounce of the beat, so I'm gonna give it a pass.
All right, there you have it. SHAWN BARRON hooking you up with the save and your second pass from the judges. Big congratulations to you, Sneaky Trey. You're the next artist today headed to the Coast to Coast Live World Championship, where you'll compete for the $50,000 in prizes. Congrats once again. We'll see you live in the next round, Sneaky Trey. All right, and we reached our last artist of the lineup today. We have Talk Sick. Talk Sick. We don't have you in the chat room, but we do have your video ready to go. Let me go ahead and load this up, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Brain matter leaking out my ears. I catch it in a shot glass and give a toast to all my wasted years. I'm numb from all this shit that keeps me far from thinking clear, because I'd rather taste these chemicals than all my wasted tears. I know I got a problem, just don't want to face the fears, and so I never have to self-reflect. I stay away from mirrors. For now, I'll stay inside my bubble of contentment, and maybe one day I'll return from space to get my head fixed. Today I stumble on without a clue what's really happening, trying to get a grip while losing touch of my reality. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming in my bed, just fast asleep, and half expect to wake up back when I was still the happy me. Sadly, we don't live in fairy tales and fantasies, and rarely do we see a happy ending after tragedies. In actuality, some people just can't handle things and either pull the plug or live the battle with insanity. As for me, I'm trapped inside my own mentality. Just me, myself, and I, 3 lonely prisoners without a key. I finally lost it, I'm sure I'll never find it. And nowadays my only peace is found in altered mindsets. The further I drift in this empty abyss, the closer I get to that comfort I so desperately miss. I don't know when, but at some point something about me just changed. I used to feel things without any substance shoved in my veins, but those days are gone, just memories of the past. My life spun out, and this place is just where I happen to crash. For me, optimistic views died a long time ago, along with all them silver linings, brighter sides, and slightest hopes. And though I can't escape, I found a way that I can cope and learn of everything that's killing me keeps me alive the most. I know these problems deep inside me should be dealt with, but every time I try, I end up falling down in 12 steps. Best guess is I won't ever find serenity, and everything I used to feel alive will be the death of me. Is this what's meant to be? Was something better meant for me? And is it wrong that I resent the heavens for forgetting me? What happened to that whole forgive those who repent for things, or asking you shall receive, but I begged and you rejected me? This ain't a plea for people's pity or their empathy, but just a vivid glimpse of just how messed up someone's head can be. I never did expect to have so much regret for things. Never thought I'd lay my head and sleep on cold cemented streets. I never guessed I'd ever see the penitentiary, or see my baby bro in jail already catching felonies. I walked through hell until I ended up with melted feet, waking up to yesterday, then went to sleep to press repeat. Searching endlessly for remedies to get relief, like insulin syringes filled with anything that helps me sleep. I'm over waiting for a miracle to set me free. I'm just a speck of meat forever wedged between the devil's teeth. Fuck it, I guess it's just that time to let it be. I've reached the point where it makes way more sense to just accept defeat. I chose my destiny, and when my day comes, I expect to see you standing there right next to me. Until then. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Toxic with his song. This one sparking a lot of different comments, a lot of different reactions in our comment section. Let's go over to the judges. Let's see what they thought about it. We'll start things off. He's the vice president of A&R over at Motown Capitol Records. Sean Barron, you'll be up first. What were your thoughts of Toxic and his song that he submitted?
I respect him trying to remake that song, but that song is such a classic song. I feel like certain songs you shouldn't just mess with. That's just me personally. I'm gonna give it a no pass. And I have to hop on another call, so everybody can follow me at Sean Barron on Instagram and Twitter, and y'all have a good day.
Awesome. Such a pleasure to have you, Sean. Thank you so much for joining us today. No pass, unfortunately, from our first judge on the lineup. Let's go over to the next judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. What were your thoughts of Toxic and his song that he submitted?
Yeah, he kind of touched the wrong horn with that one. Like the Eminem song, you just can't play. You just can't play with. You can't play with Stan. People are calling me. I'm sorry. You can't play with Stan. Stan is a hard song to. Stan is a hard song to imitate. You can't play with that song. You know what I'm saying? No pass. Just for even. Just watch what ladders you climb, man. You can't do that. Too long. Concept. Nothing. No. You can't imitate that song. That song is in a class by itself. Just like Sean said. No pass.
No pass from our second judge, ROCKWILDER, from the judge lineup. Let's go over to our last judge. Let's get his thoughts on this. He's the director of A&R at Rock Nation. Polo, let's get your thoughts on this. You're an A&R. What are your thoughts on an artist trying to remake a classic song just like that one?
Oh, man, because you're going to lose our attention. I mean, my job is to make money, right? And to sell songs, and that's something I can't even sell. So you're going to lose my attention right away. I mean, if it was something that you played me maybe after you played me 4 original records, and you're like, yo, look at this freestyle I did over, such and such beat, then it's different. You know what I mean? You can't come to me with that and say, this is my record. I mean, it's funny because, I listened. I was like, let me take a listen to it. He was saying some stuff, but you can't match what the original does. That's why I told people, I agree with Sean. Like, something that's classic, you just can't touch it. You know what I mean? Like, and then try to pass it on for yourself. That's like if it's one of your record, but yeah, it's a no pass, man.
No pass. Thank you for that, Polo. No pass, unfortunately, from all 3 of our judges. Toxic. Check your email after this event. You're going to get some written feedback from all 3 of the judges. Thanks again for joining us. That was Toxic, everyone. All right, guys, so that's our entire lineup for today. Before we go, let's give a big shout out to all 3 of our judges. Sean just left us. But be sure to check out his social media as well. Let's go over to the next judge. Polo, where can everyone find you on social media?
Follow me on IG, POLO_2X.
Awesome, Polo. Such a pleasure to have you, man. Thank you so much for joining us for today's event. And last but certainly not least, he's a Grammy Award-winning producer, ROCKWILDER. Where can everyone find you on social media?
You can find me on IG, ROCKWILDER Music, ROCKWILDER Music. And like I said before, the coast-to-coast star maps to every location. We're even going international. If you really want to know where Polo's at, we can give that to you too. All the people, he voted, he was very fickle this time, so I know a lot of people want to find him. So I got his place. Just take a COVID test. They won't let you on the plane without.
Nah, they won't. Sure, I had to take 2 of them before I even got here.
Where are you taking 2?
I had to take one at the airport, brother.
All right. So in order to get where Polo's at, you're going to need 2 COVID tests. But I could definitely send you his location. I'll add you.
Look, they go. Yeah. They got to swim. They got to swim here.
Giving out too much information, Polo. Giving out too much information.
Well, guys, it was a pleasure to host alongside you. My name's Adonis Lugo. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well on behalf of myself, all 3 of the judges, and the entire Coast to Coast Live team. We'll see you guys on the next one.
All right.